Okay, so I want to talk about three things that lefties like to say. They like to say, of course, that everyone who doesn't agree with them is a Nazi. They like to say that any success gained by somebody is at the expense of somebody else. And they like to say that words are violence. So let's get into this. First one's easy. They call you a Nazi not because they think you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so then they can justify violence against you. Because it is natural to be violent towards Nazis. It's normal. Second, let's do the third one next. Words are violence. Same concept. They want to be able to react with violence whenever you want to talk to them. Whenever you want to discuss a subject with them, they want to be able to react with violence. So what do? They say that words are violence. That way, your words are violence, so they are merely defending themselves when they violently attack you. The third point is that Marxists in particular, but the left is really kind of absorbing this tenet, is that success is gained at the expense of others. That you have to hurt somebody in order to gain. That's because that's what they plan on. They are going to take, and they don't care who they hurt, so they have to spend a few years, in this case, it's probably been since 2011, 2013-ish, since I first started hearing this, be popular among the Democrat set. But they are preparing the battlefield. They want it to be clear that the only way to gain is to hurt somebody. That way they and their predecessors, descendants, and people who agree with them don't feel so bad when their gains have caused harm, because they intend to do it. Everything the left says is based on future intent. Words are violence, so that they can then attack you physically. They call you a Nazi, again, not because they think you're a Nazi, but so then they can justify physically attacking you. And they say that gain is only achieved at the harm of those who lose it. Again, so that when they finally take, they don't have to feel bad about it, and they can explain it away, saying, it's only because that's how it works. Right now, Zoran Mamdani is specifically targeting property owners. He, in fact, has targeted homeowners, people who are living in the property that they own, by publishing their addresses. He did this within the past couple of days. He published the addresses of property owners. A lot of these addresses being the houses of families that actually live there and own the place. Now, if you know about the history of communism, you know what dekulakization is already. If not, how about I do a video later on the subject of dekulakization? In the meantime, what he is doing is dekulakization. He is taking the property away from people who have it so that he and his ilk can own it. That's the idea. That's the plan. There will be no gain without harming others. And me merely talking about this makes me both a Nazi and a target for violence, because I am committing violence by speaking. It all ties together. It's all the same thing. It's all by the same group. Don't be fooled.